Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. So today we're going to have a look at It Means Nothing by Stereophonics. So the song is based on 3 chords, and we're going to be playing this with the capo like Kelly Jones does when he plays it live, but without the capo the chords are A, D or D sus, and then F sharp minor. But with the capo on, those chords become the G shape, and again it's still A though, because our root is on the 5th, which is our A note. With the capo, those open chords, so that G shape becomes an A chord really. Then the next chord is going to be taking those 2 fingers from our G chord down a string to get our D chord. Obviously it's a C shape, our kind of D sus. Our F sharp minor is going to become an E minor shape, just like that classic Wonderwall shape. But I'll call those chords G, C and E minor, just not to confuse anyone who's just beginning on guitar. So the first verse is going to be 2 bars of G, 2 bars of C, 2 bars of G and 2 bars of C again, and that's going to be the first verse. I'm going to play it for you now, but notice when I'm doing it, I'm going to be lifting off my ring finger here on that 3rd fret, and it's going to sound like this. And pay attention to my rhythm hand as well. And so that's going to be 1 verse. You're going to do that sequence through twice, and so that's going to be verses 1 and 2. After that, we're then going to go into the pre-chorus, and the pre-chorus is simply going to be that E minor shape. We're going to do that for 2 bars. And then we're going to go into that C shape for 2 bars. And that's going to lead us into the chorus, which is going to be 2 bars of G and then 2 bars of C. And that will lead us into verse 3 then. And verse 3 is just the same as the last ones. It's just 2 bars of G, 2 bars of C, 2 bars of G, 2 bars of C. Then we're going to go back into our second pre-chorus of our E minor, 2 bars of that, then 2 bars of our C. And then we're going to go into our second chorus. And our second chorus is going to be twice as long this time. It's going to be 2 bars of G, then 2 bars of C, and then that again. So the progression is identical to our verse progression this time, but only it's going to be over the chorus lyrics. Then we're going to go into a pre-chorus again for a 3rd time, coming straight out of that second chorus into the 3rd pre-chorus. Then into a final chorus, and then you're just going to repeat G and C over and over again until the end. And that final pre-chorus, that third pre-chorus, kind of signifies the outro of the song, and that's where the kind of lyrics go a little bit mad and Kelly Jones starts wailing his voice a bit. So now we're going to have a look at the lead guitar for the song. And the first bit of lead guitar we're going to have a look at goes throughout the entire song. And it's just going to be 3 notes, and it's really simple, and it sounds like this. So we're going to have our index finger on the 9th fret of the G string, and we're going to let that ring out, and then we're going to bring in our middle finger or ring finger to play the 10th fret of the B string, and that's going to be an A note. We're going to let that ring, then we're going to go back to the 9th fret, that E note again, and then this time we're going to play the 9th fret of the B string, which is an A flat note. The second bit of lead guitar we're going to have a look at happens in the second pre-chorus, and it sounds like this. So we're going to start that by playing our open E string and having our index finger on that 4th fret. And obviously with a capo it looks like the 2nd fret, but it's the 4th fret. And that's going to be an octave. And in fact this whole riff is just octaves. And after we do that, we're then going to slide up to the 7th fret. I'm going to be playing E octaves. I personally like to use my index finger and my little finger. Then we're going to take that up 2 frets. Now we're going to be at F sharp. Then we're going to take that up another 2 frets to A flat. And then we're going to take that up another fret to A. So far it sounds like this. And after that we're then going to go down to D, which is going to be our 5th fret, and we're going to play that, and then we're going to play it again, and then we're going to climb up 2 frets to E, and then we're going to take that up another 2 frets to F sharp. In full it sounds like this. And that'll take us into the next chorus. So after we play those octave lines, there's also going to be some strung out chords which happen in the chorus afterwards, and they're going to sound like this. And they're going to be imposed sort of over the rhythm guitar, and that's simply just going to be our open D and G strings, and then we're going to be borrowing the 5th fret of our B and E strings. And then the second chord is going to be moving that 5th fret down on the E string to a 4th fret. So the final bit of lead guitar happens from the 3rd pre-chorus, or the outro as I like to call it, and we're going to start with our index finger on the 12th fret of the B string. We're then going to be playing the 14th fret of the B string, which is a C sharp note. We're then going to go back to our 12th fret of our B string. Then we're going to go to the 14th fret of our G string. Then we're going to jump to the 12th fret of our E string, which is an E note. And then we're going to roll our index finger back over to our 12th fret of our B string, and then hammer on to our 14th fret, that C sharp note. It sounds like this. I'll do that again. and that happens up to the end of the song. So that was my lesson on It Means Nothing by Stereophonics. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.